zipped it up, and it's pretty heavy. It's like 2 pounds worth of quarters. And she's a good distance away from me, because like I said, there's 4 or 5 cars, still a red light, and I roll down my window, and I hold my hand out like this, you know? She's got her sign, and she sees me hold the quarters out, and she's like, oh. She puts it down, and she goes like this. And she's far, you know? She's like, me to that last light. I'm like, what? I'm not gonna get out and give it to you. Come over here, you know? And as I'm like thinking, I don't know what you're doing, you know, the light changes green, and these 4 or 5 cars in front of me just take off. You know, so I feel the pressure of the monster truck behind me, so I just start going, you know? And then as I'm going, I look down, I'm like going 20 or 30 miles an hour, and I'm approaching this lady very fast. And I'm like thinking, how is this exchange gonna happen, you know? Am I just gonna like throw it in her stomach like a football player? Or what if she holds on too tight, pulls me out of the car and kills me? Or if I drag her under the car and kill her, you know? And so I'm freaking out, and this is just a few seconds, and I think, Johnny, you're a martial artist, just focus, it's all about timing. And I'm like, yes, that's what I'll do. And all I have to do is like this, right? Like I got this 2-pound bag of quarters, so I just flick my wrist like this. At 20 or 30 miles an hour, it'll land in her hands perfectly, you know? So as I'm going, I'm like this, I'm like, okay, Johnny, now. And whenever tragedy is about to happen, time slows down. So, I go like this, now. Right? And I watch as this 2-pound bag of quarters leaves my hand at 20 or 30 miles an hour. Open, quarters go everywhere, glistening in the sunlight as they fall down. And I'm like this, no! And she was like, I was going so fast I couldn't be like, sorry, no. I just like squealed around the corner like I meant to do it. If anybody else was around, they'd be like, what a douchebag. Anyhow, that is a true story. Before that day, there's always been a homeless person there. After that day, never again. And that is a true story. I think I should run for office, because I can clean up the city. The moral of the story is, don't give homeless people money while driving your car.